magical human. Welcome back to Madison Mindset, the podcast. We are getting into our September Oracle card reading. Can't believe we're at September already. This year has just gone so quickly. It's insane. Another importance on presence, right? The more present you are, the more time you have. It really, if you're not present, time just whooshes away. So another calling to practice presence, grounding one moment at a time, stay in the moment so you don't completely lose an entire year. It just moves so quickly. There's not a lot of years in our lifetime, so it's good to stay present with it. So yeah, I hope you're having an amazing year so far. We're really getting into the last part of the year and lots of beautiful things to come. For us in Australia, we're going into spring. Everywhere else, we're going into autumn, so there's a change of seasons here as well. So I have a really fun oracle deck that I'm going to be using. It's called Seasons of the Witch. It's one of my favorite card decks. I've used it for years. Really love it. I'll put the details of the card deck below, but it's really cool. I've always loved this deck. Before we get into the card reading, I want to share with you something that's really exciting, a progression on my journey as a coach and what I'm doing in my business. So I have been accepted to speak at the Mind Body Spirit Festival in Sydney and Melbourne this year, which is so exciting. So if you're in Australia or if you're around, if you're going to be in Sydney in October, if you're going to be in Melbourne in November, then definitely come and check it out. I'm so excited to meet some of you in person and connect. It's going to be an amazing festival. The festival goes for over a few days. The Sydney Festival is the 9th to the 12th of October, and I'll be speaking on the 10th of October, which is a Friday at 5 p.m. in the Speakers Lounge. We're going over tools for daily joy. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're there, come and check it out. I'm so excited to be there with you and to actually speak in person because this is what I love doing. I love talking on mindset and creating our dream life and really falling in love with ourselves and in love with life itself. So this is really exciting. I'm going to pop the details and the dates below. So if it lines up, let me know. Leave a comment if you're going to come and I'll keep an eye out for you. I'd love to chat to you, love to connect. There will be heaps of time to talk and yeah, it'll be awesome. So if you're in Sydney, if you're in Melbourne towards the end of the year, put it in your calendar because I'm going to come and do live talks. I'm so excited. So definitely write it down. Let me know in the comments or DM me or something if you're going to be there because I cannot wait. So excited to do that and to meet some of you. Amazing. The other thing I wanted to chat to you about is a really beautiful opportunity I have created for you. I've created a 4-week program. It is a transformational program called Mind Magic. Now, what we're doing in Mind Magic is looking to transform the way we see the world, to start to take recognition and ownership over how we're seeing the world and understanding why, and then learning how to transform what the mind is doing. Your reality is literally created by your mind. Okay, the way your mind is perceiving, your perspective, the thoughts that are happening in your head, your past experiences, your values, your beliefs, all of those things influence your moment-to-moment life. All of the work that I'm putting inside this incredible 4-week journey is to help you overcome any challenges of the mind and to step up into your higher self, into the human being you're meant to be, into someone who is embodied and empowered and really grounded in the reality of life, in the beautiful blessing that is life. So if you have been struggling a lot with anxiety and stress and just feeling like everything's against you and there's not a lot of joy, there's not a lot of love, when I first started this work, I really didn't feel like there was much joy or love around. I wasn't feeling like I was in love with myself. I had massive anxiety attacks, feeling like I was, being let down or I had let life down or that life just wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be or I had missed out or whatever it was. I was always in this feeling of chasing something and trying to find happiness. And it really disrupted my life, and that's why I ended up finding this work and diving into it. And the formation that I've created in terms of using this mindset work that very much comes from yoga, but it also comes from all different kinds of mindset, science, and knowledge, as well as spirituality work and philosophies and teachings on life. It has literally changed my life. So I'm so passionate about helping everyone else, anyone who cares to listen, to help you find that true peace and joy in your life because it is there. It exists. We just have to find it ourselves. Okay, we have to create it ourselves. And it's not going to be created on the outside of you, it's going to be created on the inside of you. So, if you would like to join the program, there is a booking link below where you can go and reserve your spot. It's going to be a coaching program, so there's going to be multiple people in the coaching space. We're going to be doing 2 hours every Sunday morning, AEST. The time will be in the link below. So there will be replays available. I understand that some of the Australian time compared to everywhere else can be a little bit challenging. So there are replays. Do not stress about that. Go and book your spot. Book your spot. This is the time to start to transform the mind. Let's really get into the how and what we're going to do about it. So booking link is below. Go and reserve your spot in Mind Magic. If you have any questions about it, you can leave a comment, you can send me an email or a DM on Instagram, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have. But it is time to evolve the mind, to create a magical mindset. It is time. Now's your time. That is all my news for today. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for tuning in and for being here. It is time to get into our card reading for the beautiful month ahead. Let's begin. Okay, here we go, just shuffling some cards. I tend to go 4 cards for this kind of reading. Just, whoop, there goes one. Just 4 cards, 4 weeks. It just feels good. But I also just go with what feels right. It's amazing how cards just fly out of your hands sometimes. I love it. I love it when that happens. Like, just tell me the cards you want me to take. Just tell me the cards. Don't want to think about when to stop. So if you're ever doing oracle cards, great tip is just to shuffle them and be relaxed. Be relaxed with it. You don't have to keep all the cards in your hand so perfectly. Allow certain cards to fly out because they're the ones that are supposed to come out. So just relax with it a bit and just shuffle. And if something flies out, take it as a sign. Take it as a sign you're being hit in the face by this card. You need this card. It's a great thing. Okay, here we go. The first card for September is Wildcat. Be still and tune in, for there is something afoot lurking alongside you. Here's the picture if you're watching the video. There's some beautiful artwork in this deck. It's really amazing. This card I've received a few times over the years, and there's something lurking alongside you has always interested me because it's often, it sounds kind of creepy, but I often, when it's happened to me, when I've received this card, it's usually a lesson or there's something there to take note of, to be cautious of. A couple times it's been, physical symptoms in my body, something's going on in my body and there's something lurking, I need to be aware of it, or there's some kind of something in the mind that's blocking you from seeing something, or there's something about how you're approaching a situation that just isn't working. There's something there. If you dig a bit deeper, there's something there. The answer is there. And once you find it, you can work with it, but it's the same as most things. And this is one of the reasons I'm doing that Mind Magic program, because the mind has all these subconscious programming. It's operating in a certain way. And until you recognize it and become aware of it, it will just run constantly under the water without seeing, and you'll never know that maybe I'm not the victim of all of life. Maybe I have some control here. Maybe I have some responsibility. Maybe there's something I can do. Maybe there's something I can do better. You've got to become aware of it. So this card very much invites you to find it. It's there. There's something there. What is it for you? And it could be different for all of us. For some of us, it might be something to do with the body. It might be something to do with the mind, the emotional system, might have something to do with spirituality, the spirit world, but the guidance of this card is be still and tune in. Because if you're running around like crazy and you never give yourself a minute to sit still and just observe, then it's unlikely that you're going to actually find what's lurking. So, meditation is going to be really important for September. So, let's embrace it now. Let's choose everyone, whether you've got a meditation practice or not, we're going to meditate for at least 5 minutes every day. We're going to sit down in the morning, ideally. We're going to sit tall, silence, close your eyes, don't move, focus on the breath just for 5 minutes. Every time you get distracted, come back to the breath. That's all you're going to do. Just 5. If you can do more than that, and if you've already got an established meditation practice, then do that. I wouldn't invite using meditation apps for this card because guided meditations are more distraction, it's more noise. So sit still and tune inward. So sit still and do nothing. Focus on the breath and see what comes up. And you might find you're able to find what's lurking, what's getting in the way, what's putting up blockages or barriers for you, little bits of information that can help. So that card invites meditation, which is pretty much every month, right? Meditation. Next card, chant. Hear me loud, hear me roar, for I am here in my truth. Here's the picture for those watching the video. Beautiful picture. Chant. We do chanting every day, every class in yoga. And it's such a beautiful thing. Chanting, obviously, chanting ancient mantras really help in terms of connecting with the meaning of mantra, whether it's a mantra for life or, non-harming, a Loka Samastha mantra, non-harming, that's Om, chanting oneness, Shanti, chanting peace, all these mantras are beautiful to chant. But what this card is really pushing out is throat chakra vibes, big time. Hear me loud, hear me roar, for I am here in my truth. Say what you need to say. Even chant it, turn it into a song. Say what you need to say. Say what you want to change. Say what you want to feel. Voice what's going on inside you. Don't let it all get stuck inside you. Let it flow. Let it out. Let it flow. Let it out. It might be the thing that you find lurking alongside you. Maybe there's something there. Maybe there's some information, something that you need to share with someone. But voice what's going on for you, whether it's a chat with a friend or discussing something with a partner or talking to a colleague or a boss or whatever. Allow yourself to speak your truth. This is incredibly healing in its own sense. Practice in front of the mirror, write it down in a journal first. That can really help. But make sure you are showing up in your truth as best you can. That's important in September. Next card, Sun God. Come all, come now, expand into the skies and into the shadows below. Here's the picture. Beautiful picture. Really beautiful yellow. Sun God. So the sun is connected with masculine energy, right? Connected with the energy of go, do something, take action, whatever it is. So this card could be indicating that it is an action month. It's good time to take action. It could be in a work situation, business situation, might be in some kind of house care or in your relationships or in your creativity, whatever it is, maybe it's something to do with your health, but it's about action. So if we put these 3 cards so far together, there's something lurking. When you find it, speaking your truth is going to be really important in healing that and in working with that. And then action. The third card is saying action is going to be important. There's some kind of action you need to take. If it's physical body, there might be a healer you need to see or a doctor or something. If it's mental, again, it might be a psychologist, a coach. It might be joining a program or finding something that can help you with your current situation. It could be emotional. So again, it could be a healer, it could be a book, it could be some kind of service or some kind of anything, spirituality, find what's going to help you take action, whatever kind of action you need to take. So if you're experiencing, some kind of blockage, if you're a writer, you want to do more writing, but you've got this writer's block, discover where it comes from, voice it, and then take action on handling it. The final card is called Fae. Not everything is as it may seem. Be cautious, dear one, for there is a story beneath the tale. And the picture's kind of creepy for Faye, right? It wasn't what you were expecting, right? You flip this over and you see this. It's a little bit spooky. This card often comes out with the Wildcat card. They're quite similar. Be still and tune in. There's something lurking afoot. Not everything is as it seems. There's a story beneath the tale. This is so interesting. There's a lot of caution in these cards. There's a lot of be mindful. So when I receive these kind of readings, I understand that there's probably some kind of change on the horizon. There's probably some kind of evolution on some level. And it could be because I'm doing this reading for the collective, it could be for anything. It really could be the same thing that we're all sharing, or it could be really personal for all of us, and it's something we're all going through. But when I get these kind of readings, what I often prioritize is what I've already said, meditation, but also go slow. Go slow. Don't move too quickly. Don't take action too quickly. Don't speak too fast. Slow down and think, and not think as in overthink, but allow yourself time, silence, allow yourself stillness so that you can hear more clearly what's going on, so you can feel more clearly what's going on. So really you're allowing your intuition to speak to you. So if there's something lurking alongside you, if there's a story underneath the tale or something there that you've got to discover, you're not going to find that running around like crazy, and you're probably going to cause more trouble. Okay, so fast isn't always the best way to go. Take it slow. You know that saying, slow and steady wins the race? Take that to heart now. Okay, if you get in an argument with someone, don't argue too quickly. Be slow, listen, be still, seek depth. Okay, whatever you see right in front of you, really loud right in front of you, that's probably not what's actually happening. There's probably something else. There's probably a different intention. There's something there. So just be slow. Because if we go fast and we speak too fast and we handle things too quickly, we take action too aggressively, too quickly, that can lead to more trouble, more problems. So these cards invite you to be slow and just be mindful. Speak your truth, but also have the capacity to hear the truth of others. You have to be able to do that. They come together. They're two sides of the same coin. Speaking your truth and hearing the truth of others. Same skill. Okay, so make sure you're learning to harness both and then take mindful action. And in the Sun God card, it says, expand into the skies and into the shadows below. So, you know what that kind of feels like? It's your comfort zone. Expand above and into the shadows. Expand higher than you thought you could reach and expand deeper than you've been previously willing to go. This month looks like there's going to be a lot of growth opportunity. There's going to be a lot of change. There's going to be a lot of depth and learning. You're probably going to emerge into October as a completely different person, but that is only if you be still, go slow, be mindful, because months like this often lead to chaos. They often lead to, oh, what's going on? Everything's not working out for me, blah, blah, blah. Destruction. You've got to be really mindful with how you move with energies like this. But slow is good. Stillness is good. Listening is good. Take your time and do yourself a favor and use a journal this month. Write down how you're feeling, write down what you think's going on, and use communication. Communication is a gift. Okay, if you close off your communication between you and others, and then you're wondering what they're thinking, wondering what they're feeling, that adds to the confusion. Open yourself to communication and make it clear what you're going through. Listen to what others are going through so you have a very clear sense of reality. Okay, so this is a beautiful month to expand and evolve. And good luck. Good luck. I'm looking forward to this month. I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of hoping for something a little bit more chill on the energy front, but it is what it is. So take care of yourself this month, go slow, and there's a lot of beautiful opportunity this month. So I kind of feel called to draw one more card in terms of what exactly, not exactly what's going to happen, but a little bit of, are we looking for good things? Are we looking for Is there going to be a challenge, or is it going to be what's going on? I have a feeling I know what it is, which is why I want to draw another card, because I'm thinking, can you tell me it's just going to be nice and easy and nothing to worry about, please? That'd be great. Hmm. Yes, we were right the first time. Always trust yourself. Trust your instincts. I heard this funny thing today. It was actually by a YouTuber. Can't remember. I just saw it briefly, but I laughed because it was so funny. And he said something like, don't, always trust your instincts, not your second stinks, because they stink. And I was like, that's so funny and so true sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time, but I thought it was funny. Sacrifice. You must find the ebb and flow of life within your very self. Embracing it all is embracing truth. I'm not going to show this card because there is a bit of nudity, so we'll leave this one out. You must find the ebb and flow of life within your very self. Embracing it all is embracing truth. Yeah, look, sacrifice. This is the ebb and flow of life, the ups and downs of life. We need to embrace it and allow ourselves to go with it, to sacrifice things that you thought were working that now are not, to sacrifice maybe time or whatever it is, to sacrifice money, to sacrifice anything, to find the ebb and flow and be comfortable with it, because it is the truth of life. So whatever your challenges are, understand it's part of the ebb and flow of life. No one is above or below that. Just embrace it as truth and let it flow. No resistance, allowing things to move through you, doing your best, taking mindful action, seeking healers, support, seeking a coach. This actually might be a great time to join the Mind Magic program, working on this once we get into October. So remember, all those details are below. But yeah, let me know if this card reading resonated for you, if you've already got some things on the horizon in terms of what you're working through. I'd love to know. Let's start a conversation. Thank you so much for being here, Magical Human. I appreciate you. Please share this on your Instagram stories and tag me at Madison_mindset. I'd love to thank you for sharing my work and what I'm trying to give to the world. I really appreciate your help and support always. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And I wish you a beautiful September. Love.